So what's my number one success tip that you can take into your next 90 days, your next 6 months, your next 12 months, that I think will be the biggest game changer for you in life, in business, and enable you to achieve your own definition of success? Hey guys, welcome to this week's show. Following on from Mark Wright last week, which if you haven't watched or listened to, you must go back. It is a powerful 8 minutes. He shared his number one success tip. And I thought, as I'm approaching my 15th year in business, I'll share with you what has transformed and changed so much since 2016 compared to my first 10 years in business. So what's my number one success tip that you can take into your next 90 days, your next 6 months, your next 12 months, that I think will be the biggest game changer for you in life, in business, and enable you to achieve your own definition of success? Howdy team, thank you very much indeed, and I hope you are enjoying this episode. Please go over to my Instagram. There is a link in the show notes for you and in the description where you can go straight through and see behind the scenes, real live footage of a day in the life of Gary Das. You'll see me, you'll see my team, you'll see things that we are doing consistently to generate leads, increase sales, and maximize profit. And we show you how you can earn more, work less, to live a lifestyle you love. So head over to Instagram now. I'll see you there in the comments, in the DMs, or in the stories. So my first 10 years in business, I made all the mistakes. You know, I started out fantastic as a mortgage advisor and decided to go self-employed to run my own business. But I never really ran my own business. I didn't know what it realistically took. You know, I let my best mate buy in and bought him out 2 years later. We recruited too quickly and I had to go back to everybody. I had the need to growth, but with no strategy, that it always pulled me back 12 months later into the same seat that I was sat in 12 months before. Progress always felt like 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or most of the time, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. But when I realized that I was the problem in 2015, something had to shift. And I love the saying, if you continue to do what you've always done, you continue to get what you've always got. And as you'll know, if you've been listening and following for a while, I was spending £20,000 a month on low quality life insurance leads. I'd created this life insurance beast that wanted to eat my money left, right, and center. And because I hadn't improved my knowledge, I was not able to take things to the next level. So in 2016, everything changed. I started listening to Tony Robbins. I started understanding myself better, knowing what value I can bring and where my time, energy, and effort is most well spent. And that began to change my life and my business. Now, I want to say, before I tell you my number one success tip, that business will always have its ups and downs. I love the saying, new level, new devil. In your growth journey, you know, every step up requires new education. It requires sometimes a new network. You know, you need to surround yourself with better people. Your new level might require a different skill set in marketing or sales or leadership or management. And this year, I've been getting so many things right. And it can often look like, you know, that's a result of the person or the people that I'm working with currently. But often, though, that knowledge and foundation was built many years ago. So success comes from the compound effect of continued action, progress over perfection, accepting that there's going to be failure, but taking it as feedback and always progressing forward. So my number one success tip is getting uncomfortable with being uncomfortable and finding a way in which you can gamify that. When I wanted to get involved in content marketing in 2016, you know, I wanted to start doing live video. I absolutely feared doing live videos. So I thought, what better way to, 1, form a habit, but 2, get over every piece of anxiety that I had towards doing it. So I went live for 30 days in the November of 2016. And guess what? By the end of that 30 days, all those fears had gone. And 9 times out of 10 was fear in my own head, none of which became a reality, because we are designed as human beings to be kept safe. But most of the time, the fear that you have is not something that is realistic. when I began my public speaking journey and I embarked upon a 5-day speaker training course, because I remember, maybe you can relate to this, like me, when I got married in 2012, I hated the morning of my wedding right up until the point of I was doing my speech, because I'd never spoken in front of 60 or 70 people before. It was horrible. There's always that thing in the back of your mind, as much as you're going through that lovely day of getting married, you're with your family, your friends, etc. In the back of your mind is, oh my God, I've got to stand up and do a speech. But once that speech is done, the anxiety, the fear, the frustration leaves you, and you can crack on and enjoy the day to your fullest ability. Well, my baptism of fire was I was invited to speak in 2018 in front of 250 people for 5 minutes, which felt like 50 minutes. So when you accept that the road less traveled is one that is going to be met with road bumps, is going to be met with challenges, that your fear, your anxiety, your overwhelm, your frustrations are actually a sign of you are where you should be. If you're not feeling fear and you're just coasting through life and you're not pushing yourself to the next level, then you're just existing. You might as well, in the current climate and the current world, be dying. You're actually moving backwards. So if I can urge you to do one thing, it's get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's to look to go to that next level in your mindset, your skill set, your physique, your mental health, your physical health. It all has such a huge impact on your financial growth and achieving what is your definition of success. So let me leave you with this thought. Where is one area right now that you're comfortable? And what is one thing that you can do to begin that journey of taking the next step? Rather than focusing constantly on a full-blown 10-step process to get there and looking specifically at the outcome, which then causes you the overwhelm, which then causes you fear, what's the one step that you can take today to move closer, to get one step nearer to your definition of success, your dream lifestyle, the leads that you really want to have? Is it social media? Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it that awkward conversation with a team member? Whatever it is, just begin the journey and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Thanks for tuning in, for being a fan, being a follower. Come with us this far in the journey. This is the first live video that we are recording with Kiefer on the other side of the camera, where we're now taking things up a level. You can hopefully see, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, that we've got the lighting. We're going to be doing some stuff at my house. We're going to be sharing some things with you from our upcoming live events. We are approaching the launch and the opening of Success Circle, which is going to be the #1 community for self-employed people and business owners wanting to go to the next level. If you haven't already, you can go to garydas.com/success and you can find out all the information of the weekly, monthly, and quarterly support that we're going to be giving you to build the better business and achieve the lifestyle that you absolutely love. As always, it's been a pleasure to serve you and share this inspiration with you. Feel free to leave a comment below, to reach out to me on social media. I always welcome your feedback, good, bad, or indifferent, because there is no failure, there's only feedback. Enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you next week.